continue while we do our stuff, so. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, Pat.
Good evening.
You're the only one on the phone. All commissioners are present.
All right, thank you.
Yes. At this time, Mr. Pillar, would you mind please?
Sure. Could all bow our heads, please? Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for your presence with us here at the meeting tonight. We pray that you watch over our activities, that they can be pleasing to you. We thank you for the beautiful weather that we've been having lately, for the wind to be down a little bit, maybe a little bit more moisture, but you know what we need. So please be with us as we go about our activities tonight. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you. Okay, reading and approval of the minutes for June 1st meeting, please.
Motion to approve and suspend the reading.
Make motion by Wolf and second by Hack. Any discussion? All in favor of approving these minutes, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Aye. So those are passed. Approval of the agenda. Any changes or additions to the agenda? If not, I take a motion to accept.
So moved.
Okay, motion by Pillar
Second.
and second by Stern. Discussion? All in favor of approving this agenda, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay, the agenda is set. 5A, engineers report. Jared, you had John with you earlier.
You went home.
All right.
Thank you.
And John's at 39.5 weeks pregnant.
John, yeah, said he probably shouldn't have left home
Yeah,
today.
they're a week and a half out. Yeah.
This is our first one. They say that fine line between dedication and stupidity.
He's very dedicated.
I'll tell him that. All right, so you got the engineer's report here. The last few meetings I've called in, we've gone through pretty much the same stuff, just gonna give you a little bit more of an update on things here tonight. So the first thing is the street project. Majority of the street project was done in 2018. Generally, chip sealing, restoration, things like that were done in 2019. So we signed the 1-year warranty inspection of July of the substantial completion in July of 2019. That means our 1-year correction period or warranty ends in July coming up here. So what we do right now is we do an 11-month walkthrough. John and I did the walkthrough. Been in touch with Public Works, Monty. We started with a 5-page punch list of things. They've completed everything down to a remaining small page. We've got a couple 88 panels that are cracked up and that we're expecting to be addressed. We've got some straw wattles that need to be removed. We're still monitoring the grass establishment in some areas, permit to cancel. Generally just clean up minor items. We added a few things to the list today. It took about 2.5 hours and went through all the streets in town. I will send a copy of the list to Monty tomorrow. You guys can look it over. Then I will submit it to the contractor as their official 1-year notification that their the warranty is expiring. So that's the process. The expectation is that once they get these things done or we reach an agreement on them, that we'll close out the project. So my intention would be to have you guys approve the final pay estimate in July, either the July 6th meeting or the one following that. So we're withholding quite a bit of money from the contractor, and we intend to still hold some money back on the patching that was done or anything else that we haven't come to terms with. So there's a few lingering things, regarding some block corners that we need them to cover and address. That's all. The intent is to just have that deducted on the final pay estimate. So any questions? That makes sense? Okay. All right, so no approvals on that one, just generally an update. You'll see some correspondence from me tomorrow on that. Sanitary sewer, this is just again on the list, next to we have televising in town. We do want to televise that line, evaluate it. Expedition Estates, I know there was some correspondence that were out here today, and just grabbed my email. It sounds like they had a meeting out here. So it sounds like there's gonna be a lawsuit between the developer and one of his contractors. The developer had hired 3 contractors, an underground guy, an earthwork guy to build up the roads, and then a paving contractor. And between those 4, there's a little bit of fight over responsibility. And we don't really care as a city whose responsibility it is, just fix it. So the developer is working on that, and I feel like they're setting themselves up for a lawsuit because they've had a geotechnical firm out here. They dug a hole 2 weeks ago, 20 feet deep, and did a test with the ground every foot down. So they're collecting data to go after somebody and fix that area. So I believe it's in the lawyer's hands at this point. We just sit here and monitor it. Sounds like they've committed to you guys that we've been speaking with Jerry and Monty, that they want to get this resolved and fixed and are working towards it. I don't know how fast that's going to be. We currently have the streets blocked off. Hopefully they keep their word and do that work, because the alternative isn't a good one for all of us. So I guess where I stand, we really need to see a copy of the geotechnical report that they did out there 2 weeks ago. And it's going to contain things like moisture in the ground, compaction percentages. When you build a project like that, you excavate 20 feet down. It's not uncommon to get some settlement, but it's what I would call excessive out there. And I would guess that it's because of some excessive moisture in the soils. And I believe when you guys were out there, that's kind of what they witnessed, it was wet. So when you compact clay and it's wet, it will settle over a number of years. And that just seems to be what's happening. So it's unfortunate because it's already paved over, and they're going to have to remove the pavement in order to fix the problem. So a good thing, it's not your project, but I guess we'll just monitor what's going on, and hopefully they come to us with a correction plan soon. Questions there?
No, the only thing I'll add is that Tim Williams, was it last week? Was here in town, met with Monty and I. Just, want to reassure us that they're doing what they can to make this project finished product and something that's, not dangerous for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if the development goes bad and the developer walks away, it's difficult for them because they've lost their $1 million or whatever, so they don't want to see that. But it does happen, and that would ultimately be given to the city in a situation like that. So we certainly want to see them fix the problems and finish the development. We'll be as helpful as we can. Water storage system stuff. So the last meeting, you guys okayed doing some soil borings. They did do the soil borings on site. I have not received the report yet. So generally, we're still in the same place. They did 3 80-foot deep borings to investigate the conditions up there. And what we're looking for is a suitable place for a tank. And any place could be suitable, but it's just, you try to find someone that's economical. And if one spot has better soil conditions or no groundwater or whatever, it might change it from a shallow footing to a deep foundation, trying to look for a cost-effective place to put it. So when I get the report, I will then forward it to you guys with a recommended site for a tank. And we're just still in a holding pattern until I get the results back. But I was hopeful that we'd have it today, but I've had a little correspondence with them, but not anything definite yet. And I will forward that to you guys. So that's the update there. Indy Streets, I'm gonna probably pull this one off my list here going forward, because generally this is a DOT's project now, and they will begin with a walkthrough. They'll hire a consultant, or they'll do it themselves, and then they'll engage you guys at a few points along the way to ask your input. I don't know if they've sent any paperwork for you to sign yet. No, Monty's saying no. But, there's not much to talk about, I mean, other than, you know, the scope of work, you know that, they didn't offer you 100% of the money, but things change, and sometimes they find more, sometimes they don't, and just keep asking, and hopefully they can live up to that 90%. General things, just been helping a little bit on, you know, building construction with WRT, monitoring a few things. Not a lot. Dave reminded me that you've got the bridge in town along County Road, north and south, that had some pavement near the abutments that settled a little bit. When I talked to the DOT, they told me that ultimately the responsibility of that bridge falls on the county. So we can continue to do maintenance. I don't know when the county plans to fix anything long-term. Probably not at the timeline you guys would want. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, what road is it?
27.
27, okay. And so if you drive up there, you'll notice the bridge is great, but the concrete abutments on both sides have settled. Happens. Like you guys tried some sand jacking and mud jacking last year, and that's what I recommend. I mean, it's low cost, but ultimately at some point, it's supposed to be the county's responsibility to fix it. So just an update there. I don't have anything else unless you guys want me to address something or bring anything up.
Can you explore a little bit the crosswalks?
Painting? Yeah, I'll talk about it. Nothing to else.
I'm gonna stick around, so yell at me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you, appreciate that, Jerry.
Yep.
That takes us down to reports.
Okay, water and sewer. We've got good news and bad news. Good news is that we've got very good communications from Southwest Water. They brought it to the city's attention that it seemed like there was excessive water use. The bad news was there was excessive water use, and Dave and Ryan were able to locate one excursion, if you will, a saddle valve that had cracked open and was releasing water right over by Darren Munn's house on 4th. And so Friday and Saturday were spent digging a big hole and performing repairs. We had Ole's team in doing the work and stuff on that, along with city folks. Everybody jumped in and helped out with trucks and bobcats and everything like that. They did a very good job. I drove across it today, and Dave and I talked about it earlier this morning, or this afternoon, and it was packed very well. So if you weren't looking for it, you probably won't even see it right now. So they did a very, very good job. Sounds like we got maybe a little bit more work to do, looking for maybe some others. I don't know, Dave, did you have further
I don't think
conversation?
I don't think he was able to contact him today or didn't get a hold of him. We're gonna try again to see what our water usage
Yeah.
is.
We wanted to see what the change was after that repair.
Hmm.
You know, because it's hard to tell when you're looking down there and you've got things isolated as to how aggressive that leak was. So good work done by everybody, and all of the spectators that came by. Everybody was positive. I didn't hear anybody really get nasty and negative. Maybe they called you directly. Okay. So it was good. It was a good job by everybody. I'm assuming we got our garbage truck back.
Yeah, we put it in service today. Having a little electrical issue with it, so I did call Sanitation Products. I gotta do a couple tests on it in the morning, call them back. It might be just a little glitch in their programming.
Okay.
Or whatever, but I'll do a couple tests for them and we'll go from there. But otherwise, it worked good.
That's all I had at this time.
Dave, where'd you guys to isolate that water leak? Where'd you guys have to shut stuff off at?
There was one north on 5th, one valve, and then on 4th Street, they were all just right around there and just one to the north.
So we never shut down the lot?
No, we just, actually just that one block,
Oh,
just that one street was one that
Nice.
was isolated, so all the valves worked. And
Thank God. Yeah,
they're gonna do a dig tomorrow at Nelson's house or whatever, so we're gonna exercise and close them valves, and it should be just that. If the valves close and the hole, it'll be just that one strip too, just the house on each side, that'll be shut off for a short period of time, or whatever, so.
Thanks. All right, streets, cemetery.
Well, Dan informed me of the one hole that we need to look at repairing. I did talk to Dave earlier today, and with our workforce and our equipment, a little bit too big. We've got 3 different spots. 4th and 4th there, Elmwood's Drive up by the Salem residence, and then over by Jerry's. Dave and I discussed, and we feel that it would be advantageous to get the paving crew that does the work from West River, try to piggyback on there. You know, so we don't have to eat a lot of mobilization costs, et cetera. So, I guess, I don't know if we need a motion for that, Monty, or if you can call West River and
I'll get West River to get some numbers from that crew then too.
okay, and then, Dave figured it was about 15 tons of asphalt that would be needed, so that's pretty fair amount. Jared, one truckload, okay. And then the second thing, I talked to Dave earlier this week, we've been using our new John Deere and the mower and what have you. Got a little hydraulic issue, we think it may be a actuator, it's like jerky, and it's kind of building up pressure before it releases, so it almost sounds to me like some sort of actuator mechanism. They figured it would cost, what, $1,000 to $1,200?
$1,000 or whatever, but give or take, it would take parts, so.
Yeah, but I'd like to make a motion with a little bit of buffer of 1,500 to take care of that, if we could, from the John Deere loader tractor.
Okay, we have a motion by Hack,
Second.
second by Wolf, discussion.
If we don't use that amount, that's just kind of a buffer.
Any more discussion? Roll call.
Hack,
I
Wolf,
Aye.
Keller.
Aye.
Stern.
Aye.
Omenauer.
Aye, motion carried. Anything else, Jason?
did see Ben out spraying today.
In between the wind thing, it died down
Yeah.
there, and you got to go on.
So, we should see some big kill hopefully with the hot temps this week. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
We got our paint equipment down, ordered paint today, we do have some paint left over from last year that we're gonna start with till the new stuff gets here. Planning on starting with the crosswalks first, and then working on the yellow, some of the dirt corners, and then the parking stripes. We're gonna concentrate on crosswalks first. Hopefully yet this week, might want to stump grinding today, but hopefully later this week, if not first part of next week, we're gonna get after the painting. Get that underway.
I'm just amazed at how visible those big crosswalk signs are. And up on the north part of town there, coming into town, blinking when somebody's exceeding, yet they can still fly
They
right
fly
through.
right through.
And with people waiting at the curb to walk across in a crosswalk.
Looked at the report, there was one vehicle was going over 60 when it passed this lane.
Jeez.
Yeah, it had a big boat on the back of that truck that was pulling it too.
Any questions for Jason or Dave? All right, police, fire, forestry. I'm sorry, we're backing up to finance, busing.
Anything anyway.
I didn't think so. Police, fire, forestry.
Nothing. At the time.
I had a question with a citizen I didn't know how to answer. They want to know how Samantha's gonna be with helping us out.
My understanding is, he's gonna be out of commission for about 6 months, right?
Early August till we return.
So, really, I guess,
But it'll be still be very, very minimal.
Which group does the long grass type stuff fall under?
Is that
The long grass where we've sent out
Monty.
notices and stuff? Okay.
sent 23 notices?
I'm waiting waiting to see a John Deere tractor with a baler coming up on the bike.
I bet,
Yeah,
I was promised that would be done last week.
but it's not.
Officer, anything?
Nothing.
Okay. Under mine, a couple things. Did you get a letter, copy letter from Kurt Seiler to everybody? Monty?
No, I didn't, yeah.
Okay. All right, then I won't address that this time. I'll wait until next meeting. And I just want to say congratulations, Dan and Casey. I appreciate you guys running again. It is I'm glad to have you guys for 4 more years. It's awesome. I appreciate your service. Good luck.
Sorry, when you're done, I do have one more things.
Go ahead.
One other thing I forgot to mention, and I did, send an email to Monty, and I see there is a little action. I don't know where we're at with the rest of the houses in town, the nuisance houses. But one in particular, I don't know where we're at with the Langford residents, Monty. They have kind of sort of mowed.
Basically, the next step with them will be actually appearing before the commission.
Okay. I mean, they have put on some, skirting, but not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they're at a standstill again, so,
Their time that they request is coming down.
yeah.
I'm willing to just go to the next step.
And how about the completion of the exterior painting on the trailer over by Mirror Images?
I haven't been by there, don't know.
I was told that paint has been purchased.
Oh.
He was out of town all last week trucking.
I don't know, Monty, if you would take that next step, or you have to motion the next step, or,
It's in our ordinance, so it's not a problem.
All right, new business. 2020 auditor's bond. Monty, this is the same thing we've done in the past years.
Again, based on statute, whichever is less 25% of the funds and under the auditor's control are $250,000. We do have a $2 million general bond for the city. So whatever, again, as we've done the last several years, we just set the auditor's bond at $250,000.
Okay, nothing different than what we've done before. Monty's not done any lavish trips recently.
Well, once this month comes.
If everybody's okay with this, we need a motion to approve it.
So moved.
Okay, motion by Pillar. Second. And second by Stern. Discussion. Roll call.
Pillar.
Aye.
Stern. Hack.
I,
Wolf.
Aye.
Omenauer.
Aye. Motion carried. Thank you.
Can I mention one thing too?
Yeah.
Just as a reminder too, the street project was done in 2018 and 19, but we will be working on special assessments. And so that'll be published in the newspaper this summer. So just so everybody's aware, there's a process for that. They'll begin, they'll publish everything in the newspaper, they'll have a hearing, and there'll probably be another notice, and then people will be able to come in front of the city council to protest things. So just be aware that that's coming, that's gotta get finalized by September.
Gotcha. Thank you. 12B organizational meeting for June 23rd. If anybody has any burning desire to take over a different portfolio or wants out of theirs or change or some new experience, please contact me or Monty or visit with a different portfolio holder if you want to see what's happening or if you want to make a change. So we will be confirming those at the next meeting.
So now the 23rd at 5:15 is an HCD meeting.
Okay.
Tuesday, the 23rd of June.
Tuesday.
Oh, but you're switching on us.
Well, ours is set by statute.
We
At
have
what time?
We can do it anytime. It's up to you. So long as I can let the public know.
You want to leave it at 5:30 or you want to go at 5?
We should, maybe, I should see if I can move mine, yeah,
Whatever you want to do.
because typically we meet in here, so
Okay.
we wouldn't have a real place to meet. I would
still calling in, but I think we're gonna go back to face to face. So maybe I can, move it to that Thursday. Either that or, we do have an extra week in June. So we can move it back.
We could start at 5 and be done by
We can start at
Yeah.
5:30.
Because this
We
was
can
not
start
long
at 5,
weekend.
yeah. That work for everybody? Start at 5 o'clock?
Okay,
Okay.
we'll just keep ours at 5:15. We'll be done in 15 minutes or less.
For the organizational meeting.
Should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah.
Now we have a goal.
Okay. So we will go at 5 o'clock on the 23rd.
Okay.
All right. Approval of the bills.
I got a question on the bills. There was, I guess, no, I guess, a pumper truck or something, like repair?
Yeah, they had,
What's that for?
they were having a leak on the pumper truck,
Oh, fire department.
the fire department.
I thought it was like a super sucker truck.
Oh, no, the fire department was
Like
having,
they have one of those. Okay, never mind.
and they'll be, Corey told me last week that they do have issues with the starter or something on that as well, so that'll be coming up.
Okay.
Any other questions about the bills?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Wolf,
Second.
second by Hack. Discussion? Roll call.
Wolf,
Aye.
Hack,
Aye.
Hiller,
Aye.
Stern,
Aye.
Omenauer.
Aye, motion carried. Bills are going to be paid. Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.